Hey everyone, wanted to show you a little project we have going on today. We're going to be taking our factory Suburban 12-gallon hot water heater out, and we're going to be replacing it with this Girard tankless hot water heater. Here is the custom door that you have to order separate. This right here is the water heater right here. So I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like as we unpackage it. Comes with nice little instructions. Tells you everything you need to know. I'm not an electrician or even a master plumber, but I've already installed one of these before on a Montana 335, and they are way easier than you can possibly. All right, that's it in a nutshell. It's got all these parts. You can see about how big it is. Comes with a couple of pigtails. It's really simple. You hook your thermostat remote up to this. You got your cold water inlet. You got your hot water inlet. You got your LP gas. That is it. All right, I'll be back soon with some tools. Thanks. Milwaukee tools. I'm gonna show you real quick what you got to do on the outside over here. One, make sure your water's cut off. If you're not comfortable with electricity, make sure the power's turned off. You just turn that little valve right there, pull up. This is a Grand Design Momentum 351. So, as you see, you have 4 screws that hold this wall plate in to the back side of the actual hot water heater. And I messed up a while ago. I called the new one a tankless hot water heater. It's just a tankless water heater. So make sure your gas is shut off. So 3 things: water, electricity, gas. Make sure all 3 of those are shut off. You want to get a adjustable wrench, pull this out, drain all the water out. Make sure, like I said, it's turned off. Make sure you don't want to burn that up. Once you get that out, you got a little sealing around the corners. All you really want to do is take a utility knife, score it, try not to damage the outer wall, get that to where you can pull it out. And I'll show you how that's done. Extension for that other one. Now that all those are off, we're good. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so whenever you have your adjustable wrench, take that out, you'll be able to drain all the water out of the bottom of the hot water heater. So, up underneath the camper, here's the back of the unit. You got your red that's hot. The blue down there, sorry, is cold. I've already taken the gas line off out there, pushed it through. This is it right here. So, like I said, important to make sure your gas is turned off. Definitely make sure all the water's turned off, all the electrical. By now, you'd already had a mess if you didn't. So, anyways, I'm gonna take these attachments loose. There's a little wire type on top that's got the thermostat controller. You'll want to clip that so it's loose. So when you start pulling it out, you can find out which 2 wires you're gonna have to use for your other thermostat. It's kind of simple as that. Anyway, I'll be in touch. Okay, I went inside, took apart the thermostat coupling housing. This thing's got a little rubber gasket. You want to take that off. Like I said, there's your 4 screws that hold it all in together. And then after that, you'll just have to start working this thing, getting it to ease out. It's got a couple of screws, so you want to take those out once you're screwed into the housing. It won't come out without those out. So once you do that, you just want to try to top to bottom. Definitely Maybe get some gloves. If you could have somebody inside pushing it while you're pulling it, will work. Let's see if I can get that figured out. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've taken the water off the back and I think we're ready to slide this thing through. So I'm just gonna tuck that guy. Try to tuck it right there. And slowly but surely. Oh, I know that gas line's got a head on it. Yeah, I'm sure it did. Oh no. I'll take it back. I gotta go find out one of the burner tubes hooked up to it. Now that we have the other unit out, you gotta remember, this is why you want to turn the electrical off. This is 120, it'll shock you. This is the hole, and you know, you just got probably a little bit of water came out of it. But other than that, you got some thermostat cables right here. 2 of these are going to be our 12 volt low voltage power for. It's going to power our thermostat on our brand new Girard tankless water heater. This right here, no longer needed. It just has low voltage power, that's it. So we'll make sure that that's secured with some wire nuts. We'll tuck it back in the back. And whenever we put the Girard in here, since this was a 12 gallon, we might have to do a little bit of framing. So you might have to cut a little 1x2 board up. You might have to place one this way, and you might have to place one this way to get it, you know, true framed in. So anyways, I'm gonna go get the measuring tape and the saw and be back in a minute. I had to go to the Lowe's, get a few components. Had to do my rigger meter reader, find out that the orange and white on this keystone is what supplied 12 volts. Orange being positive, white being negative. Now we're hooking up the thermostat wires, and as you can tell, they really weren't long enough from the factory, but that's okay, because everything else has turned out to be good. We're just putting these little solder on connectors on. You could probably do weatherproof butt connectors. I would, you know, whatever your preference is. So I would definitely have something that's waterproof, just for the sheer fact that if water ever shorted out, of course you're probably gonna have more catastrophic issues than worrying about the connector. And put a little electrical tape on it. Quite nicely. Now it's ready for its okay, so this is the part where I finally get the instruction manual out. I just wanted to make sure I told you correctly. Anyways, as I showed you guys earlier, this is the cold water intake. You hook your cold water blue line up to it, hot red line up to it. There's your LP inlet, gas line up to it. You got 4 wires that come off the back of this. There's a red and black. That's your 12 volt DC power. Those 4 wires that I showed you earlier that comes off the thermostat of the old unit, it's 2 of those wires are gonna have 12 volt DC on it. because that's how it was given the thermostat power before. The other 2 wires are the blue wires. This doesn't matter how you hook it up, but this is what's going to control your thermostat. So two blues go back to the thermostat wire. Red and black is what's going to go back to those. I just have to get my meter and find out which one of the 12 volts are. Then I'm going to take a board and scab it across here to keep this thing from moving. Probably put one here too. Get it secured in there. This thing's going to be turned around. I'll show you that in a minute. Thanks.